Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Vault Tutorials. I'm Coach ZZ, and in this video we're going to go over the new Hokora Ruler, which is going to be Hell Nue, so Jikoko no Nue. So going over here to our notices section, we're going to have information about this new Hokora Ruler. So down over here, first we have some information about the new Hokora season. So from the 22nd, we had score calculations, 23rd, the start of an unofficial season, the ranking announcement, and then also the new Hokora Ruler, so Jikoku no Nue. Then from there on the 29th and on the February 5th, we will have Hokora refreshes, and then on February 12th we will have the start of a new season. So the new Hokora Ruler, that is going to be Jigoku no Nue, so Hell Nue. So this is going to have two types of Hokora. So the first one, the strong one, is going to be recommended for special classes level 65. The regular one going to be for advanced classes 85, special classes 40. It's going to be weak to all skills, so weapon, physical techniques, spell, and breath damage. The attributes that is going to be weakest to are going to be Hado, Gira, and Jibaria. Ineffective attributes are going to be none. In terms of debuffs used, going to also be none. And then in terms of special skills that it uses, is going to be tension down, so going to be able to lower the tension of your characters. So for this particular Hokora Ruler, I'm going to have on this particular team right here. So you're going to see that my self character is actually a bit out of order. That is going to be for getting the domain skill that makes it weaker to Dane. But over here, the first character that I have is going to be a dragon equipped with the God Eater Greatsword, so going to be equipped with Hado based souls, so since this enemy is going to be weak to Hado. So definitely this is going to be very effective, especially as my dragon increases in dragon blood level. Then over here, this is going to be High Priest equipped with the Mysterious Orb, so going to be using this character to buff up my characters and of course heal, but mainly going to be use it as a buffer. Then over here, this is going to be a God Hand equipped with Loto's Dragon Sword. So with this, what I want to do is buff up this character and try to take down Hell Nue as fast as possible before it gets lower than 50% of its health. So when it does, it's actually going to have a critical hit guard, which is going to severely lessen the amount of damage that I'll be able to use with my attacks. Then over here, this is going to be a Guardian equipped with Lamia's Whip, so going to be using this for Flames of the Phoenix to pretty much buff up the next character. So with that said, if you want to know more about this team, you can look down the video description down below. But now I actually want to go over this particular Hokora Ruler, so going to be found right over here. So with this particular Hokora Ruler, with this Hokora, it's going to be not being able to use items, and I can only use one support skill, so I'm going to have to be very careful with what I do with this particular battle. But in terms of Hell Nue, in terms of its abilities, so Hell Nue is actually going to be a beast type enemy, going to have around 390,000 HP, going to have 1 to 3 actions per turn, going to be again weaknesses Hado, Gira, Jibaria. So with its attacks, its main attack is going to be called Jikoku no Ryusei, which is going to be Hell Meteors. This does around 540 Gira's physical damage to all characters with the chance of lowering their tension level by 2 ranks. So in this case, that's going to be the only type of debuff that it uses. So you don't have to really worry about debuffs for this particular Hokora Ruler. In terms of its next ability, is going to be Ikari no Kuro, which is going to be Angered. This gives the enemy Disruption Wave Guard, increased attack power by 1 rank, and critical hit guard, so used when HP is below 50%. After that, it's going to have an ability called Tension Burn, which increases tension by 2 levels. After that, going to have a Suko no Ichigeki, which is going to be Critical Blow, which does around 960 physical damage to 1 character. Going to have Yami no Breath, which is Dark Breath, does around 350 Dorma breath damage to all characters. Going to have a Sudoi Tsume de Kirisaku, which is going to be Ripping Claws, which does around 380 physical damage twice to one character. A regular attack that does 520 physical damage to one character. And Dormoa, which does around 300 Dorma spell damage to one character. So notes for this particular enemy: so defeat the enemy before his HP drops below 50%. So when it will use critical hit guard to reduce damage from the critical hits. So if you can do an attack that can do at least 400,000 damage, that would actually be great. Then besides that, the enemy does not use debuffs, but can lower the tension levels, so you don't have to worry about using a protective shield, so that's actually quite good. Then after that, equip gear, soul pearls that increase your resistance and or damage to beast type enemies. So definitely what I want to do is buff up my God Hand so it can actually do a one-hit kill. Possibly it might not happen in this particular video, but we'll see what happens. But with that said, here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So first, let's see, going to have my Guardian going to use Flames of the Phoenix. Okay, so that buffed up my God Hand. So here what I would like to do is actually, let's see. I'm actually going to go and use this here. So now I cannot use any other support skills. So there goes Dark Breath. So my dragon's Dragon Blood ability is increased. So there, Dragon Nue's extension level increase. So here again, cannot use any buffs. So what I will probably do here is actually go ahead and actually just try debuffing the enemy. See if anything works. So no charm. So here I'm going to actually just have to go ahead and attack. Hopefully this can do enough damage. We'll see what happens here. So 200,000 damage. So it's definitely under 50% of his health. So here with this, I'm going to use Flames of the Phoenix, buff up my dragon. And then hopefully my dragon actually goes next instead of... okay. I was hoping that my dragon would go next so I can actually do damage. But with this here, you're going to see that now it's going to have on critical hit debuff. So the amount of damage that I'm going to do is going to be lessened quite a bit. So here, let's see. So, okay. So there, 70,000. So that's actually not too bad. That's probably still puts this enemy close to near death. So definitely at least 100,000 damage or 100,000 HP left. So here, done. Okay. So this Hokora is worth 33,900 XP. And Hell Nue is a red soul. Here I got a D. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So hopefully things actually do go well. So here first, going to most likely have my Guardian go ahead here, and then here I'm going to use Flames of the Phoenix. So going to buff up the next character with increased skill damage and also increased critical hit rate as well. So that was actually quite rare, so actually buffed up my dragon, but that's actually probably pretty good. Okay. So here, going to go ahead and attack. So 89,000 damage. So here, what I'll do is actually just go ahead and attack. Here, what I'll do is I'll actually go ahead. I'm actually going to go ahead and give this to my dragon. And, ooh, okay, so my dragon is actually at 100% tension level. So hopefully my dragon will go right next here and not... Okay, good. So possibly I can take down Hell Nue with this next attack. We'll see what happens here. So nope, not going to be able to do it. Okay, no problem. So here, going to again go ahead and attack. Oh, only 20,000. So they're not Flames of the Phoenix. But here, let's see how much damage here. And down. Okay. Okay, so that was my battle against Hell Nue, so the new Hokora Ruler. So with that there, like I said, I wanted to try to get it, take it out before it dropped below 50% health. But for both of those battles, it didn't, I wasn't able to do so. But it still was not a difficult battle afterwards. I was actually able to take it out in a couple of rounds. So that actually still... is possible. So with that, definitely damage with my dragon actually was quite good, and also damage with my god hand was good, especially with the Roto's dragon sword. So both of those weapons work well, and especially with buffing from Lamia's whip as well. So yeah, definitely with this particular team, things actually do work out well. There are other things that you can actually do, other weapons you can use. So definitely try out various things that actually would work best for you. So now what I want to do is actually take a look at the S-grade soul of the Hell Nue. So again, going to be red soul, S-grade, and going to be right over here. So with Hell Nue, so this, since it's a red soul, your main stats are going to be your max HP, your strength, and your agility, dexterity. So with this, 136 to your max HP, 128 to your strength, 102 to your agility, 89 to your dexterity. For abilities, you're going to have plus 14% to meta damage, plus 14% to dormant damage, plus 5% to EO resistance, and plus 5% to fall down resistance. So with this particular soul, since it's just straight damage, this is actually not a bad soul if it's going to be equipped on a character that's going to be using breath damage. So that's actually going to be quite good. So it's already locked in, so that's actually quite good in terms of just having it locked in so I don't delete it by accident. But with that said, that's going to be it for this video here. If I'm able to do so, I will actually go over the super high difficulty quest for the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 rewalk event. So I'm just trying to find the time to actually get that done, but it's actually not that bad at all. But besides that, definitely I will go over the updates that we'll have on January 9th and 29th, and most likely we'll have a new banner as well, so please stay tuned for that. But with that said, going to go ahead and end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.